Coming to you live from my apartment, it's Rob Has a Podcast. And now here's the guy who brings you a mukbang of podcasts week after week. I'm Rob Cesternino. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to RHAP. And we have such an exciting episode here for you today to talk about everything that's going on in Survivor 49 and beyond from Survivor 48. It's Star Toomey. Star, how are you?
What's going on, Rob? I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm
And is
doing.
it really an exciting episode? Was episode 5
It's
very
an exciting
exciting?
episode of Rob as a Podcast.
Okay, period. Clock it. There we go.
That's right.
There we go. Now we clocking it.
What's on your shirt?
Oh, I love my girl Dolly. I had to represent because they tried to
Dolly.
tell me my girl was killed off. They was trying to say my sis needed prayers, but she's doing just fine.
Yeah. They said Dolly Parton wasn't doing well, and
Yeah.
then she had to come out and say, hey, I'm
I'm
fine.
doing just fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to get into everything, and I had really been looking forward to talking to you. I was really excited about this one.
Oh, me too. Like I said, I've been watching you for forever, of course, and so I love it. And you talk everything Survivor and beyond. So this is an honor. Thank you
Well,
for
I was
having
really
me.
looking forward to
Appreciate you.
talking to you because I feel like you have a different perspective on so much of this, and you come into this, and I feel like you're not afraid to say an opinion that maybe everybody might not agree with.
You have to not be afraid. I feel like we all want to sit here and sugarcoat some things, and we're like, "Oh, well, this was good and that was good." When we just gotta tell the truth. I'm gonna say what you're not saying, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I love that. And so I'm really excited to get into everything. Let me mention our sponsor for this episode of the podcast.
Yes.
Star, have you checked this out? Okay, this is a Manta Sleep mask. You can get 10% off at mantasleep.com. Use promo code RHAP49. And listen, after this podcast, you're going to have trouble sleeping tonight. This is not
Okay.
going to be a podcast that's going to, let me just put this on and I'll fall
No.
asleep.
No, you're gonna be thinking.
You're gonna need
thinking
all
about
the help you
everything
can
we talked
get.
about.
Mantasleep.com.
Mantasleep.com.
Yeah. Okay. So, Star, we'll talk about everything in Survivor, but what's going on in your world?
Oh, well, I'm just here chilling. Just came from the shop, did a big little cut, did a little
Nice.
color into it. So that was fun. And you know what I'm saying? It's almost Halloween. So we clocking it in, getting things ready and prepped.
You got a
Doing
costume?
Oh, see, that's what I've been really trying to debate and go through because I was told maybe do Beetlejuice, but then the more I started scrolling, I started seeing like more other things. Like I'm like, maybe I could go like Captain style because I love Marvel everything and superhero everything. So like I haven't dressed up superhero style with the cape and the whole vibe. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go superhero, but then again. I am a nerd, like I always say, and I love Harry Potter, but I feel like Harry Potter is just so simple with the robe. I already have my wand, so that
Mhm.
don't worry, I don't have to worry about that.
Is there
So,
one superhero that you're thinking about?
mm, see, if we went the Batman route, that would be just like real smooth. But Superman real fly too. But I did see, what's her name? Because I was going for like a gray with my hair, and I did see Storm. So
Yeah.
I have some options. But Storm is giving, especially. Oh yeah,
Would you do a family costume? You get everybody in it?
Oh, so this is the thing. So we're prepping for Christmas. You see, Halloween is just a key because Silver was a baby shark, and we was thinking all baby sharks, but then we went ahead of time for Silver Mars to just let him set it all up and dressed him up his baby shark because trunk or treats. That's like I love trunk or treats.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. So, but Christmas, the matching pajamas, the matching fits, that's what we're already prepping for. It's already in the in the shopping cart. We just gotta get it through the buy. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't even listen. I got to get through one holiday at a time around here.
And that's what I'm saying. Oh dang, I skipped Thanksgiving. See, that's how you know it's like when you think about like I'm already in the future. I'm already on Christmas. He's already delivering the presents.
My wife's already talking about, we're going to do this at Christmas. We're going to do this at Christmas. Like, hey, let me live. Let me get through Halloween.
I already know the schedule. That's how I know the schedule because she already been talking about this. You know why? She's already been talking about this since September, honestly. So we're just like, I honestly feel like we don't have Halloween decorations because she's just prepping for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Last year, she got us all matching pajamas.
Oh,
and
yes.
I didn't like it.
Oh,
I wasn't into it.
Why you ain't like the pajamas? That's the best part of
They
Christmas
were too
holiday.
big. She bought like I'm a weird size. I'm like a large. And sometimes I get a medium, it's too small. Sometimes I get a large and it's too big. But she got like a large, and I look like a little kid. I was like swimming in these pajamas. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't want to take a picture like this.
But you have to.
I had to.
And
I
you
had
have to
to.
smile. We're
I
already
just
having to take updated pictures from when we took 3 years ago because not everybody's all getting older. He's 2 years old now, so his baby pictures it's just there.
yeah.
He's actually taking the pictures off the wall. It's giving like we're redecorating. Just got the couches. Shout out to the box that's holding me up right now. Yeah, it's a lot going on. That's the place. That's the house, man.
Okay.
That's living. That's family.
That's family.
And
Okay.
everybody seems like they're building a survivor family. And from what it looks like, they're already prepping on final six. From what I, not to have any spoilers if you haven't watched it yet.
Okay. All right. Well, the people that haven't watched this week's episode.
Yes. This
Okay.
week's
Well, no,
episode.
we're gonna spoil this week's episode.
We have to. We have
Listen.
to.
Listen, if you're listening to this podcast and you want to hear Star, I'm sorry, we're gonna spoil the episode
We
for
have
you.
to. We
We
have
have
to.
to.
Unfortunately, I'm all for people who watch it the next day because the commercials really do
Yeah.
drag, but they're quick commercials. They
But
are quick
you know
commercials.
what, Star, if we're in a podcast, I feel like it's not even a spoiler at this point. I
Yeah,
think we can just
that's
talk
true.
about it.
You decided to skip the show and say, let me just listen to them and see what's going
That's
on.
on
So when
you.
you run it back, you get to see what we
Take
just
some
talked about.
accountability, people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Star, how are you feeling in Survivor 49?
Well, it's like from my opinion, because when we talk about in general, like a lot of folks always have a lot of things to say about Survivor, but that's the beauty of it. It opens up your mind to a whole lot of different, opinions. For me, I know they say you gotta run it like you. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a race. We gotta run into the drama. We have to run into the drama. Okay, it's not that much drama that's happening right now, but I'm very positive there is hope that it's gonna be something shaking on the beach one of these days soon. We'll see. But right now,
I have hope too. I do
I'm
have hope.
like, you feel me? We see Savannah talking a little smash and a little trash and stuff, and Juwan, but that's like cute. That's cute. If you ain't saying it to the face, then, then no one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
what do you think it is about this season? Why do you think it's been a little slow for there to be some conflict really popping up?
I feel like it's a lot of kumbaya, but everyone always says Survivor's kumbaya, but I feel like it's very hard to really see and play the game when people aren't mentally ready to play the game. We saw
Yeah.
Shannon waking, like, I just rolled over. We talked about, so I was thinking, girl, it is like 5, 4, 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about right now? Like, can you give me a second to breathe, roll over? I can't brush my teeth, so I need you to live, like, let me live really fast.
Yeah.
And then we can talk gameplay. And the thing about it is you don't want to play gameplay too soon. You don't want to talk gameplay with people you never talk gameplay about.
So I'm interested to know, because from your perspective, you were a person, you didn't go to tribal council before
no.
the merge. So yeah, the game was happening, but nobody was getting voted out yet. And so we've had this one tribe that's been such a disaster.
Yes.
And then so many people haven't been to a tribal council yet.
That's a
on the
fact.
other side of things. Do you think that's part of it?
I do, and that's what I was actually leading to. So I'm glad we are telepathying right now, because that's literally what it is. You're comfortable because you've been winning. I feel like you really don't feel it in your pit stomach guts what it is to really truly play Survivor until your torch is on the line and your name might be written on the parchment. That's when you like, oh dang, the game is getting real. I feel like you don't really reach your trade of passage until you go into tribal council, sit there on the stools, and fight for your life to stay in the game. Or even or even when you just lost a challenge and you're going to tribal council, and now you have to strategize and see where can I fit in. We saw that way, Jason. He was sitting there chilling like, baby, your life is on the line. What does it take Savannah to have to come to tell you, oh, if I was you, I would try to see, because I mean, Juwan, yeah, she's really playing like, all right, go ahead, because I want Juwan out, but I'm not gonna say I want Juwan out because I'm still usually strong. So how about we just tell you, because you're already leaving, but maybe if you can convince people. Now we see after he talked to her, all right, now he's going around talking and he's trying. But my thing is, the first name that comes to your head is Riz. You see, Riz has got the most strongest bonds with everybody on his tribe. And you're gonna tell Juwan, yeah, I'm thinking Riz. At this point, I'm not saying Riz is leading, because I feel like there's a equal amount of equal opportunity to speak your piece. Is no one that has more power than the other so far on their tribe. For the 6, minus Juwan being on the bottom, but and Jason definitely right under him. But the fact is, he didn't try. Like, baby, you should have been fueling fire if you wanted to stay in the game. You should have been working. You don't say Riz, you say Juwan. But that lets you know some people aren't playing the game. He didn't realize, dang, I don't have a bond with nobody. I'm on the bottom. He was just like, dang, up by myself. I'm the only Hina. You got to get out of that mindset. Once you merge to a new group, it don't matter what happened with that old group. Until at this point, y'all going against each other. You gonna
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm gonna blow the game because of Hina"? It's $1 million.
So I talked to Jason this morning. He said that it was Savannah was really telling him, "Oh, we're gonna get rid of Rizzo, Riz God, we're getting rid of him,"
Mm.
and that's why he was so convinced because Savannah kept telling him. But in the episode, they made it seem like it was a decision, like, "Oh, should we get rid of Jason or
Yeah.
what about Jawan?
Yes.
Jawan's getting on our nerves. We're gonna get rid of Jawan." So you
Yes.
think there was a chance for a second Jawan was going home?
I definitely did. I honestly was hoping whenever they make it like I love the dramatics of it all. Like you be see Savannah writing J, but then I saw the A and I'm like girl. But at that point that's just for us. I feel that's for us. That's not necessarily them. So
Mm-hmm.
at that point I'm rooting, but nothing against
You
Jawan.
thought she was
Cool.
spelling Jawan.
I was hoping she was spelling Jawan, but I saw the
They
A
love
and I
that
knew.
when they can get like two of the first letters the same.
Yes, yes. So that's why I'm like, okay, cool. But once again, I guess that also makes sense, but it goes back to you kind of have to see both sides, the things that people are telling you and the game itself. That's how I felt when I was playing. I'm just watching. I'm watching. Of course, I'm watching the game like I'm watching the show. So I'm watching people while they're scheming and conniving. That's why I like my girl Sage. She came through this episode. She brought the drama. She brought the tea. She brought everything that I needed, and that's why I rock with her because she's like, yeah, I'm watching Shannon. She over here talking to this, then she's feeling. God says, and then she goes to the next person and she's feeling. Yeah, I love pets. You love pet? I had a pet one time and whatnot. And you see her once again. I want to work with you. Anybody, you can't trust nobody on Survivor that goes to multiple people as you're watching actively, especially if they're not talking to you. That
How hard do you think it was for Sage to be clocking all this and then not be bursting out? And even when they talk to her, she's like, "Can I trust you with this? Can I
yeah,
share? Can I share all this with you?"
yes.
Because she had been like keeping a notebook
No,
on
for
Shannon.
sure. But I love that though. But it's facts because she saw it on the tribe, on her original tribe. So she's just watching like, this like girl. And once again, I feel like you see the game more when they're not talking to you.
Yeah.
Now you're just watching plain old Survivor on the beach when no one's strategizing with you. And in this situation, Sage was the one technically on the bottom of her tribe or not necessarily building the true relationships necessary to move forward versus Shannon, who once again she knows how to talk. Sage no, she knows how to talk to you. Oh dang, Rob, that's a nice shirt. Where you get that shirt from? And you're like, yeah, I got this shirt from
This?
this. Like, oh, I always shop at that shirt. I always go. I love those places. And she knows how to feel and get into what a good. You have to, talk on Survivor. It's a social game,
Yeah.
but it's too obvious. Everybody know because as soon as I leave you, I just talk to somebody else and they're like, yeah, Shannon said she want to work. I'm like, dang, she said she want to work me too. You feel me?
Star, did you feel like that you had that with people that you were with for long periods of time in the game, that you could sort of like see all of like the moving parts of exactly like how the machinery worked?
I think so. Like I feel like I had it on two sides. I got to see it in Sage end where it's like finally y'all. I'm not
Yeah.
tripping. Everybody is literally she's playing us all. Do y'all see that? You see it. Okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy. But also, too, on her end, I can also understand why she was kind of want to say, can I trust you? Because when you're not a part of that group conversation and you are on the outs and no one's talking gameplay with you, you don't know what's real and what's genuine in the game of Survivor where you're supposed to backstab.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
not what happened with you, right?
But what I feel like for me, yes and no. Like I said, that's why I feel it on both sides because as much as I was there and I'm listening to people saying, "Oh, I want to work with you," "Oh, I want to do this," words is just words. Where's the action? Because now I'm watching the action and you telling everybody that you want to work with them, or you're building a lot of conversations and you're talking a whole lot. But sometimes you talk too much in Shayna's case and it's going to mess your game up. Sometimes you talk enough, build relationships in Kyle's case, and you win the game.
Mm-hmm. How about this season? They've said that this is such a hard season. It's so hot out there. You
Oh yes.
can't, if you haven't been out there, you don't even know. It's so bad. Can you tell? Can you see anything that makes it feel like, okay, this is even worse than when I played?
Well, I will say Fiji is definitely hot. Like it's hot. The beach is hot. There's no shade. There's no cover. The most you can even do is get a little something in the water to get like cool you off. But
Yeah.
then you're in the water and then you got to get dried off. Like it's very hot for sure. But I feel like Survivor has seen hot, and that's a fact. That's a fact because Africa was hot. Okay.
It was hot there. Yeah.
Africa was hot. So Fiji hot and Africa hot, two different hots. But Fiji is hot. Like you're dehydrated. And once again, room temperature water, water is water. I love it. Give me water on Survivor, please. But room temperature water does not bust
Yeah.
like an ice cold glass of water with some lemonade or so. You know what? It's so good. The glass, the wood water is dripping down. That's how you know that's cold water.
Yeah.
Fiji water is good.
Maybe should the
Survivor water.
reward at the challenge be ice?
Oh.
Should you get like a
Man,
big,
it should be ice
we've
water.
got a big bucket of
Yes.
ice.
I promise you, if he would have gotten like a cooler full of bottled water, I swear maybe Sophie with the E would have been more would have been happier versus
like that.
the fruit. Like I feel like maybe she would have been like, "Oh, great! I'm so tired of drinking room temperature water. Thank you, cold bottled water. Hell yeah!" But instead, but I feel her though. You can't just be giving everybody fruit. Like fruit is good. I love my fruit, but when you starving, I'll still take fruit. But once again, I feel her. She probably wanted like a cookie, some snacks, some Chinese food.
Okay, so they had the reward in this episode, and they gave them the chickens, and they didn't have the chickens.
I would have been mad. I would have been mad.
You would have been mad if
I would have been so mad because where's the real? Just give me the chicken, cook. But thank you.
Yes, you feel like, why do I have to kill this chicken?
Like now we realize now I gotta kill the chicken.
Right.
And I was thinking, could I be the one to kill the chicken? My hostile self, I was like, dang, they're gonna take the machete and slash their neck. But
that's
then I remembered,
such a good point. Like if they give you a cake, they don't give you the eggs and the milk
No.
and like, okay, now go cook this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I'm glad that they were able to pull it together to break the poor chicken's neck. But I feel Sage as well. Like I never had a pet chicken. And at the time when I did play Survivor, I was a vegetarian all the way up until the merge feast, or at least all the way up until we ate those nasty shells. And then I definitely ate chicken at the pre-merge feast for sure. But the point is, that's right. That brings you back to old Survivor. And that's what I love about it. The chickens brings us back to the old school era where they had the chickens running off, but you're happy that one thing just laid an egg breakfast.
They always escape, right?
Yes.
But it is, I think, interesting because in the old days, it wasn't that big of a problem. Like
Not at all.
There would always be one person that's like, hey, these are my pets. I don't want to kill them. But there was never an issue of like, well, who's going to kill the chicken? There was always somebody who was, country, and they were like, hey,
I'm killing this chicken. Get out of my way.
I killed 5,000 chickens in my life. This is no problem.
That's a fact. Justice for the farmers. Bring them back because I was hungry. I feel Savannah. Girl, yes, don't nobody want to eat coconut all day long. Then when it's time for men to be real men and go into the ocean and get us some fish like Rupert, they just sit around cute. Bring back little fishes. Man, nah. I need us bring the fishers, bring the farmers back.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have never starved like that if we had the real people.
And I felt bad for the guys that had to kill the chicken last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Because I wouldn't have been able, listen, I would have done it, I think, but, put me in there and I'll come back in a couple hours and the chicken will be, I'll take care of it. But
I agree. And you could tell in their faces, even when they were leaving and the cameras was following on the beach with the women, like literally, hearing the chicken cluck, 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 and then it's like,
I felt bad for those guys.
I
It was
did.
like they had to it was like on their conscience.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw how they also show like the chicken cutting process of how they did that, because I know it was, I can only imagine, but that goes back to that. Bring us on the island with you. I want to see it all.
In the old days, like if you know what you're doing, like you get like James and he just like grab the chicken by its neck and just like swing it, and I think it'd be dead instantly.
Yeah, I remember. I just got the flashback. And he was winging that day.
But if you don't know what you're doing, I'm sure it was like horrible.
I'm very sure he got a little feathers here and there. I'm sure because it did take him a second from what I saw with the motion of how, excuse me, how he was moving his hand.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. So, all right, if it was up to you though, you would have got it done.
Oh my Lord, I honestly, Rob. Like, I probably would have, but it would have been a process. I would have dropped the chicken. I would have dropped the chicken.
And they
I would've
escape
done
most
it.
of the time.
I
Yeah.
would have been like, ah! And then I was like, okay, let me try again. Nah, somebody else got to kill it because I could feel the heart. You could feel the chicken heartbeat,
Yeah.
right?
What about the fish? When they catch the fish in the
Oh
new
yeah,
era, is anybody able to like scale the fish?
that's
Because
what I'm
again,
saying.
I
These
didn't.
aren't real.
I don't
These
know how to do
men,
it, but there was always some
yes,
other
because
guy
you
who knew
know.
how to do it.
Yeah, but that's I don't blame him though. But no, because even then, when David did go get the fish, it was like about this big,
Yeah.
and it's like after the scaling part, with a fish this big, it's pretty special. But then
Yeah.
after the like it was fried on the skillet, and it's like it ended up being like this big and full of like more bone than meat. But
Yeah.
still, Mitch enjoyed. From my end, it looked like he enjoyed. But I'm like, listen, if you're gonna fish, go deep. Get us a fish that move so we all can enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. Bring back the fishers, the people going deep in the water. I don't know what Riz God guy plan on doing when he goes to that beach and tries to whatever. But hey, he's not no Ozzy. I say that because Ozzy and Rupert, the two best fishermen from Survivor.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any favorite characters? I know you talked about Sage. Is there anybody else that's really caught your attention?
Oh yeah, yeah. So definitely like Sophie with an ease. That's my girl. After her her fruit debacle, I love that because she's
Yeah.
standing on
How
straight
come they
business.
only show her to talk about the food, what they're eating?
I'm sure it's given because her commentary is really perfect. Would I want more of Sophie? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But I maybe she's is more to come because maybe they're saving her. I realize some people like they try to judge the vote outs or who got voted out
Yeah.
by how they appeared in the intro, which is like crazy, or like how much camera time but no camera time. I'm like, y'all kind of sometimes, yeah, sometimes, but other times it's like reading deep into it, or like those little like Reddits that says
Yeah.
like because of this is I love reading those because I'm like, yeah, this is interesting stuff for me to even look at. But I'll say I want more of her, but they might be saving her because her is more to her that develops through time. I know it because I was a victim of the small edits and then eventually got bigger edits. But it's not being a victim, it means they saving you for not a good time, but a long time.
Yeah. Okay. All
Maybe,
right. We'll keep
maybe.
our fingers crossed.
I hope so, because I love that girl. And shout out to Sophie with the eye too. My girl tied of tribal council. I feel bad for her. Tribal council hate to see her coming because she's always there.
Yeah. Okay. Going back a couple of weeks
Yeah.
to Sophie's original tribe, going back to what happened to
Kevin.
Jake.
Ugh.
You ever see that snake?
No, but you know what? That's the thing that I was thinking too. Whenever I was telling my wife, I'm like, but the Survivor films like year round. So when we were filming, it was like kind of like considered wintertime. They were filming considered summertime. I know in summertime in Georgia, the snakes come out, and
Yeah.
they're in the grass snakes. So I can imagine he was sitting there, the sun was hot, and that snake was hungry. That's the only point. But at least he did. I'm glad that it wasn't nothing crazy. But once again, on my end, I see a snake, I move. He'll see a snake, he stay. I don't know what to tell him.
Yeah, that's evolution.
Yeah.
Those people go out of the game.
Yeah, that's fact. That's a fact. But that's a first in a while. So that's I think that was very interesting because and when you're in that position, you're just praying and hoping like, no, please don't get me sent home. Please don't get me sent home. But I can only also imagine the state of mind he was in. Like you got doctors around you in another country, everybody telling you everything. You trying to figure it out. You like, wait, but did I really get bit by a snake? It makes you like even if you don't think it's venomous, your mind is immediately gonna say panic because that's a sea snake, a crate that has a really dope. It's a really dope Twitter feed. But
Yeah,
talking a whole lot of Jake mess. But I
yeah.
feel it though.
Those are not dry bites on
Not at
Twitter.
all.
Yeah.
Not at all. They're venomous. But I'm with it though. And so that right there reminded me like, yeah, this game can end in different ways. Like the wrong move can get you
Mhm.
sent out if you're doing too much gameplay. The wrong move can get you sent out if you don't have relationships. The wrong move can get you sent out if nature is against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask about Jawan.
Oh.
And I want to know if first off, what's going on with Jawan? And he keeps picking up Savannah's stuff. He picked up her bag. He picked up
Like
then he picked up her water bottle.
yeah. Now, I will say with the water bottle thing, I can understand because it was times where I'm like, yo, I had to stop you like, yo, that's mine. And be like, oh, it's yours. And then it's like, oh, yeah, it is yours because we all got the same color. So
Yeah.
that, okay, the bag now, you know your bag is heavy. My bag is light. What's in my bag and what's in your bag. So the bag, and you knew that was not your bag when you took it and got all them ants in there. You knew that. I don't know, but then that goes back to what was with Jake and the sneaker bandit, shoe bandit, excuse me. So like, yeah. So is that a thing? Are you trying to pick on me to get in my mind? Is this a mind thing? Are we playing games right now? Or is it just you really are so tired, sleepy, been on an island, haven't slept comfortably in a while, and your mind is just like in a daze? Because that's a
Yeah.
possibility too.
So the water bottle thing is interesting. So you feel like it happens all the time, and it's just
Ha!
that he was already on her nerves, and then that's why it was a
Yes.
big deal.
Yes, that was like the camel, the straw that broke the camel back. I think, well, honestly, the bag did it for real. But the water bottle,
Yeah.
that right there put her off. Like icing on the cake. It's done. We're never being friends ever. But I think that she's playing it really well because I haven't heard Jawan talking a lot of mess or any mess at all about Savannah. At least that they
Yeah.
shown. So that means although she feels how she feels, she's still playing her game just in case she may need him at the end. Because you got to think about it. This isn't the time to think about jury votes, but this is definitely the time to think who you want to work with to get to that point.
Yeah. It seems like that they really are misreading Jawan, where
They are.
Jawan, that they're talking about him. Oh, he's going to be the person.
He's
He's going to
sneaky.
flip.
He's
gonna
yeah. They need
and
to
he
worry
talks
about Riz.
He's talking about like, hey, we're us five. We're like
Yeah,
we're
he's
the
locked
tight
in.
five.
He's a loyal number. I think from what I'm seeing, and he doesn't even give the vibe that he's sneaking. He don't give the vibe that he really. If he was, I was hoping that Jawan was gonna go to Jason like, hey, they're gonna talking about you. You're on the bottom. Play a shot in the dark. I want to work with you, man. Forget it. Who cares? Let's lock in. But because Jawan really been fighting to get in this, God, he been working so hard to get to this point here where he's still on the bottom of the six, but he's a part of the six. Not saying, oh, but everybody wants to be a part of the group. Like who wants to be left out or who wants to be the odd man out, especially in a group that you started with. But like I said, even feel they were reading too much into Jason. Jason does not look like the type of person that would go to the other people and try to, hey, I want to work with you because these guys. No, you got to read the room. Well, Savannah looks like the type that's ready to go talking to the folks. Sophie, once again, she plays a good role where she not make you feel bad for her, but you got to feel bad for the girl. She's been losing back to back to back since day one. Nate gonna come to you like, yeah, cool dad, woo, guy, yeah, rock on. And then Riz is just that battery pack that's already gonna give the vibe, try to make you laugh, try to make you smile, be the little brother of the group. Those are the ones you need to worry about. Lil Jawan, he ain't nothing to worry about. He literally is he's a loyal number. Jason, he just wants to do puzzles and be a part of Survivor. He was an alternate. Shout out to him.
You made it in. So I want to talk about Jawan at Tribal Council, where
Yes.
he was talking about, there was that conversation with Jeff about how Jawan has had some self-doubt throughout this, and he's like really doubting himself. Am I a good communicator? Do I deserve to be here? Maybe it's like an imposter syndrome for Jawan. Do
Yes.
you think that self-doubt is something that other players pick up on, and then where Jawan is sort of like unsure of himself, and then because he's sort of unsure, should I be here or not, that reads as, oh, he's sketchy. I don't know if I can trust him.
Oh, I think so, honestly. For me, I feel like Survivor is a mind game for the person as well. On top of the games that we play or the sneaky things that we do to each other. When you're in here and you're by yourself, once again, no phone, no this, no that, away from your comfort and out of your comfort, it really shows you or it brings you back to that inner child. Or like we saw MCs talking about how her experience with bullying and overcoming that. So it reminds you of that one thing. We are grown. We are grown in our adulthood. But it's always still that one thing. For me, it was speaking up or speaking up for myself. So I found myself in Survivor just like, yeah, I'm going with the flow just because I'm trying to be a team player, not trying to if I say something, now they're going to be mad or put a target on my back. So I can understand Joanna saying, like, I'm trying to word my words right, but it's not coming out the way I wanted to. Then we see Nate answer back. and now, or was it Riz? Riz answered, Riz talk, and Riz is he's out there. He's a burst of Skittles, the sour kind. So yeah, like now we see that, and it's like, oh wow, that's what I really wanted to say. And Jeff, like Jeff does, Mr. Petty Man, is that what you were trying to say, Juwan? Because that's really not what you just said. But okay, that's what you said. All right, bet. But once again, Survivor takes you out of your comfort zone. That's what we love about the show. Like, it's cute. All these other shows are cute, but when you really locked in, you only with yourself. You only with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and it's you scheming against yourself, your mind. You're talking to yourself, unless you have an alliance person. But even then, can you trust that? Can you trust them?
Hmm.
You got to ask those questions. If you could, Sage would have never asked, "Can I trust you?" before talking mess, but she been telling us all the tea the whole time.
Yeah, and Jawan has this doubt, and because he has this doubt, other people are sort of unsure about him, and because then he's picking up on, oh, they're unsure
Yes.
about me, and then the doubt is getting worse, and so
Yes.
it really is the type of thing where, in Survivor, I feel like that these great players, like they don't have that they come
I
into the
agree.
game and they're just so sure of themselves, and they have like this inner confidence, and it just
Yes.
makes people want to work with them.
That is a fact. Everyone doesn't know how they're gonna truly play the game of Survivor until you're playing the game of Survivor. Like when you're sitting there, you on the boat. When the boats first come in, bring them in. Yeah, you vroom, and you feeling yourself, and the wind is blowing, and the water's hitting you. You're like, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna win $1 million. I'm gonna beat all y'all. Now you in the game like, oh wait, hold up. Wait, am I gonna beat all y'all? Am I gonna win this $1 million? Because now you're hungry. Now you're tired. Now you're actually competing and you're losing. Or you're looking around at your competition like, dang, y'all having a good kiki over there. Why I'm not why I can't why am I not kikiing too? I thought I was doing, I thought I was vibing with everyone, but they're having secret talks and you're not in the group. That's when you know, whoa, this isn't the game I thought I would play. Now your mind is minding, life is lifing, everything is racing, and you still have to compete again and hope to not go to tribal council that night. It's crazy.
Did you feel like that happened to you at all in Survivor 48?
Oh yes, I think so. I feel like for me, I felt like I was trying to find my way and find my footing
Yeah.
into what group or where I can go. But once again, everyone also has to worry about their game. So as much as you think you're a valuable person to that person, you might not be as valuable as you think compared to the relationship or bond that they have already outside. So especially when it comes to groups of 6, groups of 5, 4, I'm looking like, nah, I want y'all to know once y'all pick all of us off, you're literally gonna pick each other off, and it's literally when you'll then realize where you stand in your said alliance. Like, and
Yeah.
that's the irony of it all. I'm like, I didn't have to send home Jason. Like, y'all trying to stay this strong, that strong. Y'all, it's always trying to pick off the little person is what it was given when I feel like with Jason because he was the odd man out. And it's like you didn't have to pick him off. You could have picked him off next episode if y'all lost. That would have been an easy grab. Now here we are back again. Time for y'all 6 to start picking off. Cause now it's 6 of y'all again. You're back to the original. If y'all lose, all y'all 6, Yuli, all the Yuli, gonna be sitting right here together. Somebody's going home and it's going back to the original first episode, second episode, when Jawan was on the bottom anyway. So if Jawan was on the bottom anyway, episode 1, 2, 3, let's get him out now, respectfully.
So you feel like they should have taken out Jawan?
Yes. No, and it's sad. Like, yeah, your story, everybody got a sad story. But it's $1 million, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's sad. Like, I appreciate you. I feel you. Thank you for sharing. But you gotta go. Like, yeah.
But I feel like he's good with them.
Oh no, that's true. But Jason was cool too. Like, you need a
Yeah, he
husband.
was good. He had his friends on the other tribe.
He did, but everybody has their friends on the tribe. They
Yeah.
got it. Even if Jawan, they didn't even rock with Jawan like that. All of a sudden, y'all rocking with Jawan because there's somebody else to pick on, which would have been Jason.
Yeah. He had nowhere else to go, Jawan. He doesn't
He
know
had
anybody
nowhere
else.
else to go. He had nowhere else to go. He had nowhere to hide. But now
Yeah.
he honest. But once again, I guess that is the name of the game because it's one of those things where it's like, if it's not me, it's you.
Yeah. I'm interested. Do you feel like that you were in a similar position to Jawan at all, where it was
Yes.
like there were a lot of people from your original tribe that made it to the merge, and it was like, okay, well, all right, well, Star is like, part of this because is a number, but you weren't like in the core of
Correct.
what was going
Oh
on.
yeah, for sure. I agree because even then, that's how my footing was already technically on original log, even before the merge. So that's why when we did the tri swap, I was happy because in that tri swap in my position, I don't think that I was on the bottom with the new loggy tribe. Definitely on the bottom between do we need Star, do we not? Where do you fit in? It doesn't matter how many logs you bring over for the fire. It doesn't matter how many holes you dig for the pot. It doesn't matter if you did bring the strong pot and got it rinsed out. They'll still send you home. So I
Wait,
was
how
like,
many holes did you dig for the pot?
man, listen. This the good thing about it is eventually after you finish playing those challenges and doing all the journeys, you're so tired. The same pot that stayed maybe it's still a little hot, so you good. Just throw some more wood under there, or
Yeah.
you got to do it again because you just burnt out the
See, I didn't
sand,
even know you needed a
man.
hole for the pot.
Oh, you. Oh, yes, you do. You
I
do.
didn't know that.
You do. At least you need at least a little one, because once you get right, that same fire can hold you down for the night.
Yeah.
Hold you down for the night, Rob, and or even tend the fire, or even tend the fire. I was tending the fire for those trifling ass motherfuckers, and you know what? It's okay because I ain't even tripping. I'm not even tripping because that's what I do. But the
Yeah.
thing is, it's all good because I saw that's what I feel with Joanne. But once again, in this game, we're not kumbayaing. It's how can I fit my foot into this game? Unfortunately, we got strong people. If we had these men over here, and I probably would have had a fight to fight. We had strong Joe, strong David, muscle Kyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going toe to toe in an arm wrestle where nobody we're in this arm challenge. I'm not going toe to toe. So I can't win this immunity challenge here. But maybe I can talk to you. But when you're already locked in with your alliance, there's nothing that you can do. You can try to break it. It's like a stone wall. And these folks, they weren't trying to backstab. I'm like, yo, literally, have you not watched Survivor? It's all about backstabbing. Y'all want to play honesty. Now I have to play an honest game. And that means putting your cards on the table and hoping it works out in your favor. Unfortunately, it worked out in my favor as long as it could. But that goes back to people being scary. This is Survivor, not friend lover. What are you talking about? Like, let's go. Like, let's go. Like, man,
That's
y'all, man.
right.
Listen, everybody
Yeah.
wanted to play cute kumbaya and be friends. What are we being friends for? We could be friends after we get the million. The million.
It's weird because I kind of feel like that the second half of your season, I
Yeah.
feel like that there was, that sort of like, okay, we all love each other. And then I
Yes.
kind of feel like that this season started and there's no connection
Yeah.
really,
Oh,
but
no.
we kind of like picked up where we left off at the end
Yeah.
of your season.
Yes, I agree because we had the drama in the beginning for sure, and that's what I
We
like
did
to
have
have
drama in the
mix. But
beginning.
then the thing just started changing once everybody got together because that lets you know, although you're in separate tribes, people are already pre-planning who they want to work with. So when they go on those journeys, it's like, hey, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you. And it's like, how you been wanting to talk to me if this is our first time talking? So that
Mhm.
means you were already thinking, hey, I want to work with you. Or you finally see once we're all on the merge or once we all together and you see people hugging like, oh, it's good to see you. Oh, it's nice to talk to you. And it's like, yeah. So obviously y'all wanted to work with each other from the beginning. So I feel like when it's already aligned like that, that's how they were. Like David already knew he didn't want all the strong people to go away, and it's like, all right, cool. No one gonna get rid of one of y'all strong people, but a few of y'all strong people gotta go. Like,
Yeah. So we had the swap in this last
oh
episode,
yes, we
and
did.
and it looks like maybe we're going to be swapping again going into the next episode. So you
Yes.
had an interesting spot in this swap where where Sage and Savannah, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Sage and Shannon end up swapping together, uh,
Yeah.
and you swapped with Eva.
Yes.
And you weren't necessarily on the same page
Yes.
prior to the swap. And so it's
Hmm.
just you two from your old tribe with other people from these other tribes.
Yes.
What's that like to swap with another person and it's somebody that you're not necessarily working with?
I know for me, it was like, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, well, at first it's like, dang, okay, I got you. All right, cool. We haven't talked. That's like when the teacher moves your chair to somebody that you've never sat next to, and you
Yeah.
just left your favorite friend that y'all been kikiing and joking and goofing around with in front of a language arts class. And now you're sitting in the corner like, wait, dang. Hi, who are you? But in those situations, I can build relationships and build out of anywhere or any environment you put me in. But I feel like, or what I know is when two people were already kind of against or on at odds, that trust isn't there. And when you try to take a new leaf and build that trust, it's still a little bit of, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. Now, in Sage and Shannon's case, Sage already reading Shannon like a book. She knows the game that Shannon's playing. I know for me, I know like with Eva, she more mainly wanted to work with the guys because she's like, yeah, I want to be the strong people where I can go from there. Now I know immediately for me, I'm like, listen, they asked me, I'm like, yeah. She was already saying my name by the time we reached our new tribe swap. So
Yeah.
it's like, even if I wanted to try to attempt, it was already still bad blood, you know? And it's like, if you can't turn that new page or change the game, if you stick to your same game, it either works out for you or it doesn't. So it just depends on how I roll. But
Did
you
you have
gotta remember
anybody in that
the
new
end game.
group that you had gotten close to in the swap tribe?
Yeah, you know, that's the irony of it all, because you see, like, I feel like I was really trying to fight hard to really establish relationships with David and Mary, to like wake them up, like shake them like shaking, like like, listen, I need you to wake up. Y'all are also on the bottom of this potential
Yeah.
strong five that y'all are talking about. I'm like, you cannot break a trio, especially now we know Joe and Eva were a duo, and Shaheem was like the third party. You know, three's a crowd already. Two, all right. You know what I'm saying? So he's already guaranteed they're gonna send you home to protect each other. So now we add in two more people. Where do y'all think y'all fall on this 5-man alliance when three of them are already best friends and two of them are really close? So what are we talking about here? And I'm trying to say, like, listen, they're not your friend. I want you to know this. And I'm not saying friends like, oh, we'll buddy. No, they playing the game. The first chance they get, they'll take you out and or hold you until they can pick you off. And in the instance that I feel like eventually it became a pick, we know who we can pick off. So we'll do you tomorrow, you Wednesday, and you Friday. And that's really how the vibe was. The majority
Yeah.
is a bitch.
Did you ever have the chance to go on a journey? I know you didn't end up going on a journey, right?
My journey was like, so that was like, oh, so gosh, it was the one where we lost. Well, you have to dig. After you dig the pole one, where Eva won the immunity, and then all the people who didn't make it to the pole challenge, they had to, me, Shaheen,
Oh,
Camilla,
okay.
Mitch,
Yeah.
and we went to
To
the
get to
beach
get
journey
to
to get
get
our
to
vote
try to get
back.
your vote back, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was wild. That was wild, because I'm like, dang, man. I'm watching this game slip from my fingers. Honestly, in that moment, a little bit prior to, but once we got to the loggy switch, I was kind of like, yeah, this game was actually looking up for me. It was a rough start, but I'm still here. The Beware Advantage, that was hell, but I'm still here. So now let's go. So now that I'm here on this journey, and I'm telling Camilla, because we watching, I'm telling Camilla, girl, like, I'm on your side. I don't know really why my vote even had to get gone, but if you're not a part of the group, you're the one that you unfortunately you have to be. They got to pick you off.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was just a victim of the pick off.
Was there ever a chance when the boat came that they wanted somebody to go on the journey? I know Thomas went on
Yeah.
one from your group. Did you try to get the opportunity to go do that?
So we would like kind of like how Jawan did the little, oh, we put the rock in and
Yeah.
I made sure he got it. For us, we did sticks, but honestly, I already was fighting for my vote back with my Beware Advantage that
Yeah.
I couldn't open. So going, like, I feel MC. So going two back to back 2 times to no vote at all, and then an indefinite
Yeah.
no vote for real. Nah, I was not
Well,
about
yeah,
to put
Steven
myself
said
up.
that he's like, well, yeah, MC already lost her vote and then she could lose
Yeah.
another vote. So she could lose 2 votes. Like, what? You could get into vote debt?
Like, you can get to vote negative nothing. Like, that
You
means
get your
multiple
votes
tribal councils.
garnished? What? The
Like
votes that
multiple
didn't even
tribal
happen yet?
councils. Cause so it's like, even then too, even if you open a Beware Advantage, boom, you lost this challenge. Yeah, you had to vote. Now you lost it again. So the point is, I didn't want to set myself up, because in my situation, I was already on the bottom. The vote is, if you don't have an idol, if you don't have an advantage, the
Yeah.
next best thing is your vote.
I would try to go into vote bankruptcy. And it's
Yeah,
like people try to vote me out. Like, I don't even have votes. What are you going to vote me
yeah.
out
What are you
for?
voting for me? That's that's the
I can't
thing.
even vote until next year.
Exactly. That's the thing. But the thing is, that's what makes you so vulnerable if you're not a part of the alliance. And even then, too, can I trust you if I went 5-7 days with no vote? Now you're gonna tell somebody, Star don't got a vote. Now it's like, whoa, bro, who said I didn't have a vote? Where you heard that from? Now here we go.
Yeah. It's like, you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm the person that she told you not to worry about.
You told me not to worry about, and that's the thing. But that's what we love about the game, when people are actually playing the true survivor, backstab, talk behind your back, and smile in your face, and vote you out, even if you're my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tough times.
Star, let me ask you about some of the other things that you have been thinking about for Survivor 49.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Let's see. You said about Sage. Sage is giving tall queen.
Oh yes.
Maybe I can forget about the blackheads jar comment.
Oh wow.
LMAO.
Oh wow.
Lord, tell me she was joking because her
Yeah.
looks are giving.
It's given for sure. Face card doesn't decline. Her energy vibe, like I said,
Yes.
is giving Carolyn's daughter. A lot of folks has been saying that is giving Carolyn, is giving bringing it back, is giving the dorky girl, but she's also cute, and so I'm loving her vibe. But the blackhead thing, like if we were on a date and she said that, I was like, oh wait, what?
Yeah.
So to say that openly, I respect it. You feel me? I respect it. You collect blackheads, you collect blackheads. But hey, don't bring the jar to no function.
If she posted the jar, would you look?
I need to see the jar. I actually do. Don't bring it to no function, but definitely post it on Instagram. We need to
I'm
see.
interested.
Is this true?
How
How much
big do you
blackheads
think
do
is
you
the
have in the jar?
Yeah, is it like a little tiny jar or is it like you think it's a big jar?
You know what? When I picture it as a mason jar,
Mm-hmm.
which honestly is two things. Definitely ill, but the second thing is respect. Because that means whatever way you collect your blackheads, it's like you cherish those motherfuckers.
Yeah. How long can you keep them for?
Like, oh, we gotta ask her. You know what? I'm a add her on X, Twitter X, whatever. I'm gonna add her somebody. Let me know what his Twitter name is.
Yeah.
I'm like, so how do you keep them cool or
Maybe do you think
refrigerated?
does she keep the jar in the refrigerator?
Like, ooh, freeze them.
Maybe the freezer is the way to go. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think a lot of other people do that? Do you think that maybe that there are literally dozens of people?
A blackhead collecting group fan community on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you know
Is there a
what? You
Reddit?
can make a banger on this. You know what? She needs to, girl, you might want to sell that jar. Sell that jar.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe if Sage becomes like a hugely popular Survivor person, do you think that there'll be a market for her jar of blackheads?
You know what? There's a market for everything, Rob. There's a market for, underwear, the feet.
Did you sell
Jeez.
anything? Did you sell anything, Star?
Oh, I got my shirt line. Definitely here. Save the whole
You have
big
merch?
cartel. I should have wore it, but I had to represent Dolly today. I was really feeling
Yeah.
Dolly, and
What's your
feeling like
merch?
yeah. So here, thanks for asking. So for me, it stands for a lot of things. When I talk about free the hoes, save the hoes, I'm not saying like but like there is a lot of like teenage prostitution, child prostitution. Before anybody even sees these women, before they ask these people for their names, before they ask them who you are, they're gonna say, "Oh, that bitch or that hoe over there." And it's dangerous. These kids are out there at the youth, 14, 16, 18 years old, on Skid Row, on the corners in California, in high places, even in Atlanta. That's where I'm originally from, and now I live in Augusta, Georgia. But there is so much underage homelessness, and it's crazy. And not even just that, the women and the adult women who once were unfortunately in that situation, who's standing up for them now? Who's trying to teach them now and bring them to a term or even take them out of that environment? A lot of people say they're going to be there for these people to exploit and take, or sometimes use and misuse. And so that definitely stands for all things. So when you buy a shirt goes to my people, Hands on Atlanta, definitely representing and all that good stuff. On top of all the over the edge charity events, that also goes to Hands on Atlanta, because we have to stand up, because somebody got to do something. We got to kick the kids out the street, and not just the kids, the people too, the queers, the straights, the people. Period.
Wow. Star, I had
The
no
worst is
idea.
deep, yeah. But the Save the Hoes is just a play because, like I said before, somebody asks you, or you just love a lot. Say, look, I'm like, people think because you have multiple relations, or maybe you just cute and everybody gonna talk to you. It's like, nah. So you don't have to be a victim. You don't have to be, you definitely got to be an ally, but you can also just be a person that loves a lot, and you just want to, love yourself and wear a shirt. So buy it. Save the Hoes, that big cartel.
Okay. Wow. Star. Yeah, I'm on the merch page now. So yeah, free the hose.
You got free the hose.
Not a hoe.
Not a hoe. Now the green one is my favorite because she is a thick one.
Yeah. Okay. But there you go. And not a hoe, period.
Period.
Yeah.
That big cartel, yes.
And then of course my enemies are plotting.
Oh, that's my number one right there.
Yeah.
My enemies are plotting.
Star, did you have that coming into Survivor? Or was that like, did you get the inspiration while you were there for the words and the music?
It was while I was there because like what to say, there's nothing to do besides chill. Like even then too, as I'm watching back, because when you're there, you forget sometimes what you did. So when we're reaching the pre-merge and the boats are coming, I'm like the boats are on the way. I started cracking up because I was like, yo, that came out of nowhere. That's just a key on the vibe and what's happening now. So with the enemies plotting, I'm watching like, yo, I'm just literally spitting it out my mouth. I'm like, I did not write it. I did not pre-plan it. I was literally just freestyling it. Some people say this fire. Some people like, okay, what are you really saying? Bro, I'm literally hungry, dilute, and in distress. Okay, and if I don't got no music, I will play my music every time. Ask my son. We listen to me all in the time in the car.
Yeah, I mean, when that happened, what a revelation it was.
Yes.
And
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
my
The
my
first rap
son
song on
lost his
Survivor.
mind when he heard it for the first time. Did you
Yes.
have any idea they were going to do that in the
Not at
episode?
all. I didn't know. That's why I'm watching the title. I'm watching with my wife because at first, if it's like we would watch on Survivor Wednesdays, but then sometimes Wednesdays come in, so we watch it Thursday morning. So I'm watching. I'm like, "Boom, that title looks interesting. Enemies is plotting. That seems like something I would say." Then we watching it, and I'm like, yo, no way!" Like, so just know I run that back at every family function because, like, yeah.
A couple seasons earlier, that there was between Soda and Tevin, and
Oh
they sang a song, and then I remember Jeff on the On Fire podcast talked about how, like, we had to register that music. That's original music, and if that ever gets sampled, then it's
yes.
registered, and they'll get royalties. Did they do that with My Enemies Are Plotting?
I feel like yes, I have to think so because I know there's a TikTok like little TikTok sound to it, and I know if it's a TikTok sound to it, it has to come from somewhere. But
Yeah.
even then, too, enemies are plotting is a 10-10 hit. So if look, go ahead and run it back 10 times. You can
Run it
put it in
back.
a TV show and a movie. Let's go.
Has anybody sampled My Enemies Are Plotting yet?
Oh well, besides my guy on TikTok, man, he did like this, like he had the keyboard, he was knocking, singing powerful, but he didn't sample enemies of plotting, but he definitely rained it down with a good old song for me during my exit time when I did have to unfortunately make my leave. But
Mm-hmm.
no, but I say we should run it back, do your remix, do your this. I'm here for it. I should actually run it back. It's my song.
Yeah. Maybe you should like slow it down. Maybe do
Ooh,
like
chop and screw it.
yeah,
Yeah.
a new version, Stars
That's a
version.
fact. That's a fact. You see, that's you thinking like a businessman. That's what I like about you, Rob. That's what I like about you.
I got a
Yep.
million ideas.
Oh, and it has to run. I feel that. I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, sometimes I'm too ambitious. I think I can do anything,
Yeah.
and sometimes I can't. Like, I can't fly the plane. Don't put me in the pilot seat. But if you put me in the pilot seat, I'm gonna try.
Will David let you fly the plane?
I told David I'm ready. Like you, I'll be in your passenger side. Let's go ahead for a ride. It's given movie TV helicopter date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's something ambitious that you tried where you bit off more than you could chew?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because you know what? And that's how I know I had to stop myself because, like I said, we got these new couches. Boom, you know what I'm saying? I have to set it up. So we were looking at the reviews and they're like 4 hours to 4 hours to set up. Took me 6 hours to set up. And I told myself, I was like, well, we can do that. And I looked there and I looked at me and I said, girl, if you don't call somebody to come, go ahead and set these couches up. He just said 4 hours. Why would I say 4 hours trying to set up a couch that eventually will be taken apart again? It's the ones that you can move and take
Yeah.
off the this and like I don't got time for that. If I want to be up at Ashley's Furniture, setting up furniture, I'll be working there. And I'm down for it. Let me know, Ashley. I'll be there right now to clock shift. But outside of that, let's go ahead and call somebody to come assemble. Rob, you look like you can help. Go ahead. You got a
I can help.
screwdriver for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I put together a chair for my wife last night during Survivor.
Oh wow! How long did that take you the whole time, or are you like so?
My wife, she decided, and our boys are bigger, and this is, I guess, a bad sign. I probably shouldn't talk about this. But my wife has found that her happy place is she goes in the closet in the bedroom, and she said to me,
Yeah.
she said, I want a chair to put in.
Oh, love that. Love that. I think so, because like that's a fact. Because my wife, when she goes in, first of all, she goes in there, closes the door, and
Yeah.
she's a diary girl. So she's writing her diaries, vibing,
Yeah.
and she's not in the bathroom, in the mirror, also and she'll lock the room door and keep us out. And it's like, bro, this is my room too.
Right.
And then my son, he's knocking.
I get locked out. Yeah, so I don't know if I contribute also to my wife hiding in the closet, but you
Facts.
know that's she wanted a chair for it to be like to go into the closet
Yes.
because I think the kids don't bother her if she's in there.
And she's in there. Is
I'd
it
say, oh,
now?
mom's changing. Like,
Mother's Day, you have to get her the massage chair. That's why I was telling my wife, I'm like, listen, I'm getting a
massage
massage chair.
chair,
I'm getting a massage chair. I was like, listen, I didn't do it before. I've been talking about it for like years. I feel
like one of
I
those ones
only
that they have at the mall.
like yes, minus the coins because we're just gonna have a lock in, or even the ones they have at the LA Fitness and Planet
Yeah,
Fitness, all of that. I used to love going to that, get my tokens, pop that in,
that's good.
get about 10 of them.
I
But
never did
yeah,
that.
it's so good. It's so
Hmm.
good. I'm telling you, it feels something. It's a squeeze. It's and I'm a sitter. Like first of all, I love watching movies, TV shows, reality shows, all that good stuff. You need a good seat. There's no way that you can comfortably laying in the bed is cool, but when sometimes you gotta sit up.
Yeah,
Okay, when Jay got bit by that snake, I stood up. Yeah, but you know the point is you need a good seat. Even how you're sitting, that chair that you're sitting on, that green right there,
yeah,
love it. It looks like a good seat, like it's comfortable. You can
it's
lean
not bad.
back, lean
Sometimes it's a little too
forward.
comfortable.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I can't wait. And I play video games too. Well, not really that good, but I still
Like
play them.
Jason.
Oh yes, not really that good, not really good at all. But I try. I'm like, I'm still fighting to finish Ragnarok, which I don't think I'll ever be able to finish because it's like 10 different billion levels.
Yeah, what's that on?
Oh, PlayStation. Well, it's also
Xbox?
no. I say I have. I'm a PS5 girl. I try to do the Xbox, but like the digital, the image is so much better on PS5.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like iPhone and Android. No, but people like Xbox because it's a machine. Okay, good for
What does that
you.
mean? It's a
Like
machine.
right, like it's like a computer. Okay, and so is the PlayStation, except not so extra techy. Like
Boy,
whatever.
I didn't know people were snobs about the
Oh,
PlayStation.
oh, please. Oh, don't. I'm sure people are going to be like, what are you talking about, Star? That doesn't make sense. No, I promise you.
Yeah.
If they take the game world is a whole different ball game. Like Survivor need to be in a video game. I
Yeah.
promise you. Actually,
They
they
have a
need
Survivor
like
video game.
No, like Fortnite. You said there
Yeah.
was? I think
Yeah,
I do remember that. I think I
but
saw
it
on
sucks,
Twitter
I
not too
think.
long ago. Yes.
I don't think it's good.
Like, yeah, because it's like, what are we doing here? The challenges, making fire. I have to check it out. I would have to see. But no, they should throw that in Fortnite. We need to make some Survivor skins. Just should
You
be in
play
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
I don't play Fortnite, but everybody else that I know plays
Yeah.
Fortnite. So by default, I still don't play Fortnite, but I watch them play because I'm not a good shooter. I like quests. I'm a
Okay.
quest girl. I'm a
Yeah.
quest girl.
Yeah, my kids got out of Fortnite, but they're in
Oh,
all these
really? Good
different
for you.
Roblox. They're in a million
Oh,
different
yes,
Roblox things.
Roblox is a
Yeah.
whole nother ball game. My godson, he's always like, "Can I get some money for Roblox?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a
And
gift
then
card."
you give me and then it's like oh, can I buy this on oh, I accidentally spent more money than
Okay.
I was like, what the
Yes.
hell?
Yes. That's why I'm taking a break right now because my son, like, I used to have 3 controllers before I left for Survivor. I came back home. One of the controllers didn't work. The other controller like tweaks out every other time. Like I'll be using it and then it starts to like buffer. And then I had one more good controller, Rob. Guess what he did?
What do you do?
He threw it over our balcony.
Why?
And then
Rage?
no, he just likes to throw stuff over. Like, and, he's terrible too. So like he really
Yeah.
throws stuff. He throws it over. I didn't know. Now I'm telling my wife, like, I can't find my pink controller. I can't find it. She's like, oh yeah, he threw it over the balcony. Mind you, at the time, I think we were had like beefing a little bit. So she definitely didn't tell me when we went out away for the weekend. Grass gets cut. Kids, high school, whoever took my pink controller, run it back. Yeah.
It's messed up.
Man, I'm looking in the bushes like maybe it's here and I'm not looking those. But I feel them though. You got a PlayStation controller right there. It's like, oh, like finding $100 in the street.
Yeah. You did not like last week when Matt took the name of Sandra Diaz Twine in vain.
Yes, like I'm like, yo, that's why you can't go against the queen. But she said that for herself. There's nothing much more I need to say because that's a fact. Like, man, respect it. Well, I did not respect your elders, but respect your legends.
Mm-hmm.
Respect your legends because she's no way she didn't play the game and win how she won if she wasn't doing something right.
Yeah, I don't know
Talking
why
about
he was so down on her game. I don't know why that he had to keep saying that.
But also too, that's because I don't know because he also thought that he could win the game by doing nothing. But even talking wasn't really helping him. That's why I love my girl Christina,
Yeah.
because you know what? I love a sit out queen. I am the queen of sitting out. I will sit out, especially in the water challenge. I'm gonna sit out
Yeah.
a water challenge.
Yeah.
And Christina, she don't play with that. I love that. She did
You
what she
see,
did her
she
one,
was looking
and now
for
she's out.
some sort of clue on the
Yeah.
bench.
You have to. I remember sometimes you forget that because you're rooting on your teammates, you're in the game, and you're just like, woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Because I
Yeah.
mean, you're on the opposite team anyway. So if I find something, you might have something too.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I don't think
They
they've done that
haven't done
since
that in a
41,
while.
I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
you feel like, oh my gosh, like it's like, oh, so draining. So that's why I feel Nate. It's like, if I can't find the clue, let me go ahead and keep MC right here, girl. MC, the clock's running out, because by the time you run out, no, it's not, girl. Oh, my bad.
Mhm.
Just trying to be sure.
Let me ask you about something that a
Yes.
lot of people wanted me to ask you about here in this episode.
Oh,
So, in last night's show, we saw, Shannon was in her bag. She was talking to everybody stage, like, this is what she
Yeah.
does. She finds something to connect with everybody.
Yeah.
And we saw her talking about that she was, I'm not sure who she was talking to, but she said this.
You can get high off of anything, right? Goats get high off of hay. Jesus got high off God, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Yeah,
gotta
I
ask you
did.
about
I'm like-
this. I didn't know about any of this.
Jesus got high off God. Yeah, hey, Jesus says, and that's what I got. Jesus got high off God is outrageously, crazily. This girl, she is like, if I was on the island, that's why I keep saying, I feel Sage. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And
Mhm.
everybody's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, she agreeing with her, like she's saying, like it's like a mic drop. But I feel that, girl, do what you gotta do.
Well, first off, I didn't know horses get high off of hay.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know hay has that effect.
I didn't know that
Well,
either.
But isn't there
But
something
the
called
horses,
horseweed?
the horses are loving it.
No, horses are loving it.
They do.
But I don't know. She's a girl of, she knows many things. She knows many things. I didn't know Jesus got high off God.
I didn't know that either. That explains so much.
It makes sense. Now I understand fog.
Fog?
Fog, now I understand fog, because the smoke. I mean,
Yeah, and she says that you could get high off of anything.
you can get high off anything. I'm with it. Gotta go get high off a pencil, I guess. Like,
Yeah, maybe like the eraser dust at the
You
school.
can get high off of anything, right? Goats get high off of hay. Jesus got high off God, right?
that's crazy. Like,
I
and
guess
I'm like,
if you
she-
like anything enough.
yeah. I mean, that is a fact. I love living. I'm high.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
That's what, like, I can only imagine, and I feel Sage, like, in the nighttime, like, that's what I love too about her realness. Whenever they were doing the breathing, and they're all like breathing, and I'm like, feel that, because like Shaheen used to do a whole lot of like breath exercises, and it's
Yeah.
like, for sure, do your breath exercises, whatever you need. But now we're doing group breath exercises, and now I have to do them too, because I have to be a part of the group. And it's like, now, like, close your eyes and breathe. It's like, man, if y'all don't come on, get out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, everybody that does breathing exercises, they always want to be doing them for everybody.
With the group, like, why can't you breathe over there? That's what I used to love
Yeah.
about Coach, but until he started bringing people to the group again. Why we have to like, why you can't just do your thing over there and we continue to talk?
Maybe it's like, I want to do my breathing exercises, but I don't want everybody to be plotting against me.
Fact, so let's breathe together.
So everybody, I need everybody here with me breathing together, because then I
So
know
I see
nobody's
your
talking about
gameplay.
me.
I see your gameplay. I see
Yeah.
it. That's how you
Because
move.
that happened to Aris in Survivor Blood versus Water. He went to go
Yes, that is true.
meditate, and then
That is
everybody's like,
facts.
all right, we're voting off Aris, right?
Yeah, that is facts. And it's like, wait, hold on, what just happened? I thought we were all locked in. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Okay, let me ask you about, so you had the Beware advantage.
I had it. And I lost.
Your Beware advantage was difficult, but probably
Hard.
not as difficult as this Beware advantage that we had to see where they had to dig out the chain and carry the ball and chain around.
Like, I swear, okay, like, I'm like, y'all, like, please, but that's why I'm gonna keep saying this. You're welcome, 49, because I cried real tears. Like, you know when they say it's raining cats and dogs, I cried cats and dog tears. Like, when I say it was so hard, and of course the word itself, because they tell us the audience what it is, and it's like, oh, how do you not know this? How do you not know? Listen, and it's like, baby, are you putting this little piece of code to the thing? And it's like. And then once again, people telling you different letters. You don't know who's working with you and who's not.
Is this an
I
L?
wish.
Is it a V?
Like, I wish I had that. I would have been rolling with my little ball right there with a smile on my face. What you doing? Start nothing. All the way to the well to roll and crawl. Oh, I just gotta dig. That's it. I feel Savannah. I'll dig for you. And I'll find it for you. And I'll even open it for you. Give me the key.
Yeah.
Best. Yeah. Loved it. Which so they're very, very welcome because the rare advantage, I promise you, like even when we saw for season 46, Tiffany, she had a little paper and a pencil. Where'd you get that from? Like we understand typing in letters and trying to
She had
figure
a
it out.
pencil?
Like she had a pencil.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish.
Okay. Let me bring in some of these other these other questions that I have for you from people. And Evan Conway wants to know from you, how do you feel about the use of Uncle Jeff?
I'm
We're
glad.
talking a lot about Uncle Jeff this season.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you asked. I feel like Uncle JP, he's always going to be the best of the best of the best. I feel like also they need to say that name very wisely because it's the curse of the Uncle JP. Uncle Jeff, I'm not too sure. Maybe it breaks the curse since it's a little different frame. But every tribal council, when you say that, you're usually the one to get voted off. So they need to use that word wisely. But I'm with it. But his name is Uncle JP.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. And now did you call him Uncle JP on the show?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Do
That's
you
my guy.
why is that better than Uncle Jeff?
Uncle Jeff, man, Uncle Jeff Jeff is Jeff. He's not, when I think about Jeff Pros, it's giving black car or maybe even red, yellow car, bright, vibrant. Like, Uncle Jeff is giving Subaru. Okay, Subaru. He got the sketches, all white. Okay, yeah. Jeff wears the Hokas, okay? The comfortable ones, I think, or like at least the comfortable shoes. I can't really come, my memory. And they like always moving a little piece of coat. Uncle JP is a fast car. Uncle Jeff is a Subaru.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I like Uncle JP better than Uncle Jeff.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but it's okay. I gotta teach him. Nigga. Look, if they watching Uncle JP, say it with me, Uncle JP. There we go.
Yeah. Because you were the first person to call him Uncle JP, right?
Yes,
did anybody else call him Uncle before that?
No, not that I recall. No, but also too, back in the day, Survivor, they really was going toe to toe. Our old school era Survivor, man, they really wasn't giving. They'll be like, he'll be like, so and so is struggling, and they'll be like, yeah, man, I am struggling. So what? But nowadays, when Jeff is like that, you just really want to tone him out. You don't even want to go back and forth. You're just so tired. You don't even got time for that. But I can understand it because we've been watching Survivor for 25 years, going on another so on more years. So that being said, maybe in his eyes that is his Uncle Jeff.
Well, Jeff says that he likes being an uncle because he said that Dee said that he's like a grandpa. So as long as it's not Grandpa Jeff.
Facts. Now that's diabolical, because Jeff is still fine, but you know what? He is a Zed. Mm-hmm. He is, but he doesn't want to be a grandpa. I feel him. Nobody want to be a grandpa, but I feel that grandpas are great too.
Okay. All right. Let me see another question. How about from Eric Barger wants to know, what do you do? What should you do when your enemies are plotting?
Oh, child. You can do two different things. Now, I'll just break it down to you. See, for me, when you know your enemies are plotting and you are very much aware of who's who in the game of Survivor, you can betray them, backstab them, or befriend them and get them close to you, get them thinking, we locked in after all the mess that they was talking about you, and then turn around and do it again. Backstab backstab. Or if you in the streets and your enemies are plotting, just know, keep doing what you're doing because enemies never win. Like cheaters never prosper.
Yeah.
Eventually, that karma come back. Hello.
When your enemies are plotting, like it's scary because I think about it and it's like, okay, if just my enemy was plotting, like that'd be fine. But the idea that more than one of my enemies are collaborating together against me, like, that is terrifying.
That like, and you're once again sitting here with your back against the wall. In Jason's case, his enemies were plotting, but they started in his face as a friend.
Yeah. I guess even scarier, what if your friends are plotting?
Ooh, yeah. But I hope like we didn't see Shannon's vibe. Well, we know Shannon really don't rock the stage like that, hence her saying her name is already off bat. But she's vibing enough to do the hug and the kid and woo woo woo. So obviously it's some type of something there, whether it's fake or not. But that's the Sage is plotting. But it's the question is the enemy Sage or is the enemy Shannon because she's over here playing multiple sides.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting for both of them. Like Sage knows her enemy is plotting. And what's worse is for Shannon that she doesn't know that Sage is even her enemy, let alone that she's plotting.
And that's how you play Survivor. And that's what I'm saying. You could do two things. You can befriend while you plotting, or you could literally live in La La Land and just enjoy the sun and then eventually get bitten by a crate. So it depends.
All right. Speaking of La La Land, let me mention our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. I talked about them at the beginning. Our friends over at Manta Sleep, makers of outstanding products that are going to help you get to sleep. You don't have to get bit by a sea crate to get knocked out anymore. Get 10% off at mantasleep.com with the promo code RHAP49. Manta Sleep, they've got products that Star, I'm telling you, you put this on.
You don't need a buff.
You don't need a buff. Yes. It's completely customizable. You're gonna get complete blackout coverage, and really, it's gonna be like you were a horse that ate so much hay. That's how blacked out you're gonna get. Any time of day, whether it's nighttime or whether you're gonna try to get in a nap during the day.
Hide off the pillow.
Yeah, we saw the survivors taking a nap while they could have used the Manta Sleep.
That's the best nap, though. I will say a survivor sleep nap, especially if y'all locked in and it's a group sleep. Put that buff over your face because we don't got that Manta Sleep, and then go from there.
Yeah, Manta Sleep mask at a group sleep is going to come in very handy, especially if you end up in the middle, side sleepers.
They should make that a reward. And then like they should give one, and then like everybody just pass it along.
Everybody be jealous. Go to mantasleep.com. Use promo code RHAP49 for 10% off. Okay, Star. Let me get back to you and tell me about. I saw this summer that you got your master's degree.
Oh yes, shout out to me. So, you know the word I will say. The times we are, I feel like whenever it's like. I always see this one tweet where it's like, now that we're the adults, everything is getting priced high and life is just going crazy and everything's not like it was before. At least back in the 90s, you could turn up, go to work, have a good time, and still have something, you know, the scenery of it all. You have the nightclub, it's jumping, it's popping. You go to the club nowadays, nobody even dancing. Unless you go to a jumping club, then it's, you know, there are still jumping clubs out there, but I'm just saying, times has change. So yes, I got my master's information security and assurance. If anybody's looking to hire, because you know we out here.
Yeah,
we all out here.
Yeah. So what do you work in? Is that cybersecurity?
Yes, it's cybersecurity. But a lot of
talk about my enemies auditing. Be plotting.
Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. I'm here to catch all the scammers.
Could you have helped the Amazon cloud from?
Oh baby, I was locked in. I'm like, no, it's giving though. I told my wife, I'm like, it kind of feels like, you know, it's the first day. Somebody must have been on their first day and did something wrong. Yeah. I feel them. I probably would have been the person that acted like the intern that clicked the wrong button. Yeah. And now everything's messed up.
The Jawan with the self-doubt was in charge, and then they ended up blowing it.
The whole thing. Because at first we're just sitting here in my phone. I'm trying to refresh the page and it's disappearing. Go on the page and it's loading slow. I'm like accessing things and that's like, why is everything all connected? The blue Bluetooth isn't working and then it's working again. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star.
And sad world.
Okay, I know you're so tapped in the
Mm.
sports world.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me a couple of things? Like what happened in the NBA? What's going on with all these people getting arrested?
Now, we see that the thing is that is the age as told as time, Rob. It's the age as told as time because you know, as an athlete, that lifestyle catches up to you. All and it's like it's sad because even then, and it's the random ones. It comes out the blue because, like I said, my girl Wendy. My girl, I don't know if you watch Real Housewives of Potomac, but Wendy and her husband Eddie got arrested.
I want you to explain that to me too. But what's going on with all this? So that I saw today that all these people are getting arrested in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm like I gotta read up on it myself.
Oh,
but it's given scandal. It's everything's a scandal right now, and honestly,
scandal.
it's also too coming back to in the wintertime they're always auditing. Like that's what it seems like. It's like they just gotta listen. They're checking it off. Maybe because this is like crazy. Like I would have never out of all the times of watching Potomac. They my OC folks.
Okay, yeah, because I saw you talking about this whole. I was like following it through you. I was hoping that you were gonna explain it to me. So yeah, what happened with Wendy of Real Housewives of Potomac? Because like I could get the tea, but you know,
but no,
I want to know from you.
I will lay it out there, and I'll let me tell it to the people. So this is what happened. So Wendy and her husband Eddie, right? So Wendy used to work for like. She's a professor. She was teaching. Her husband was a lawyer, so he should already know what's going on. So they were in Jamaica with their family when eventually they came back home and saw that their house was broken into. Boom! They called the police come, and they said the second floor window was open, and that's how the intruders were able to get in and steal their things. Okay, so now the police they do their run around and they do the same scenario, and they're like, that's impossible. There's no ladder. And the roof leaves debris on the toilet that you said was closed for the robbers to get in. If because the toilet was open, then they would have stepped in the water toilet and then tracked a mark or something to then give us some type of thing to move with. So now let's fast forward. Now we find out Eddie, aka once again the lawyer, he decides, okay, cool. We're gonna do these insurance claims. So now, not only did they file insurance for 3 different insurances, travel's insurance, I know for sure. Fast forward, he's now realizing that he can claim the max and says that Wendy lost an engagement ring. Now, this ain't no regular, little cute princess cut. Nah, It's a hoop, it's a heart, it's a diamond. So you can't miss that. And it's worth it's a good couple bucks. So they were able to claim the ring on the travel's insurance, but he didn't try to claim the ring again on another insurance, but it got denied. And then he didn't let the people know that he got the money from the traveler's insurance to confirm it all in. Right. Now we have proof. Let's continue. The police already was like, this kind of seems a little odd. I'm not understanding y'all story, but because we're looking at the door cam and we see your packages, but we don't see anybody running through your house still stuff. So let's continue now. So now, Eddie's like, yo, I just realized an email. Mind you, this is his wife. Wendy is his wife. They sleep together every night. This is pillow talk conversation. So he's like, yeah, babe, I just found out we just got to run up to 450K. 450K is our max salary, claim. So let's go ahead and claim as much as we can. So now they're claiming 2018 Gucci belts and Louis things and Birkins. I don't know if you know, but Birkin can cost anywhere between 30, really like 50K or more, especially a good Birkin. So he like rack it all up. I don't know anything
about it.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
He like rack it all up, babe, put it on there. So he says this to her. All right. Now here we go. It turns out after the research, that's what I said. Wintertime is audit time. But like now they're looking through and they got arrested because on like 16 or 18 counts, it's a felony type stuff and of insurance fraud, basically, because they were claiming things that were stolen that weren't stolen and or bought and then taken back to the store from, once again, 2018, 2019 sandals, slippers, belts. And then she literally, Rob, had the ring that she said was stolen on multiple different episodes of Potomac as we are watching right now.
Yeah. So, Star, did this happen on the show or this happened in real life and it hasn't happened yet on when they're filming?
This happened on real life. It hasn't. So we're just
Yeah.
watching every episode. Wendy with that ring, she got the glove and the ring, and it's like, Wendy, baby, you just said they was stolen. So
Yeah.
I was Wendy. I'd be like, yeah, but I got a new one. But it's like, yeah, you know, you didn't get that big fat diamond princess cut. Like, yeah, and then it's like Happy Eddie. He has Eddie to be a lawyer. He's also sells marijuana because you know it's legal in Potomac, Maryland area. So he has his Happy Eddie line, and it's like, Eddie, we thought the Eddie did. And she's like, yeah, we making money from Happy Eddie. No, you're not. You're making money from insurance fraud. But that's fine. Do you? But one thing I will say, Potomac, well, Real Housewives, period. They minus the Atlanta girls, the other ones really do go in.
Yeah.
Real hard. Karen Huger.
Okay.
Jen Shaw.
And then you said that there was travelers insurance. Was it because they were away? The travelers insurance, like you get extra traveler like protection at your residence.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that I gotta bring up my tax bracket. I guess that's the more I think that's a 1% thing. I gotta raise it up. But you know they do this often. Like, well, not often, but you hear a lot of robberies on on Real Housewives.
Yeah,
and like a couple of times, some people from what I watch or read on Twitter, they're like, yeah, so and so other person trying to do it on Jersey, but they got away with it. So I mean, I don't know. You just have to be really crafty. I don't know. Maybe they should have paid some people to bust up in there. Maybe giving them the key. Who knows?
And then is this going to be in the show in the future?
See, that's what I love about because at first they took like Wendy's also in a housewives wife swap kind of thing, and they took her episode off. I'm like, are y'all not thinking like my Rob the businessman right now?
Yeah.
Like, this is my I'm just gonna watch it just because I didn't see a Woody wearing that ring. That is evidence right there. What's up? You know, I am invested. I love Wendy and you know, rooting for them all the best, not praying on their downfall. But the situation at hand is, baby, this is insurance fraud. And now Wendy talking about, yeah, me and my husband, we go ahead and separate our charges. I feel that though, because somebody gotta watch the babies. But the point is, why are you sending Eve? This is proof. Proof is in the pudding. Say it to me in the house.
So now what happened? Do we know? Is she going to go to jail?
So, you know, right now, I know, like, from what I watched on the police reports, because, you know, after something big like this, they do the whole press interview, and the cop was like, yeah, man, I don't care if she was on TV. We're going to treat her like a regular person. That's how you know this is like, oh, dang, wait, hold on. Now, I'm not saying everybody gets special privileges if they're on TV.
Well, sometimes they try to make an example.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. They made this. Well, Karen Huger, that's a 4th DUI, girl. Like, you like that right there, that's past an example. But once again, that's a fact. Like, you know, because it shows nobody is above the law. And that's a fact. Like, nobody's above the law.
Yeah.
And the law's not even above the law.
Let me ask you about, I know you watched Lost recently.
Oh, yes. I have shot back up there. Mm-hmm.
Have you watched it all before?
I haven't. That's what, like, so far, because, you know, Lost is long, y'all. I'll be like, you got to keep up. And then you have to lock in. Like, if you miss one part, you're going to be confused for, like, a good bit of parts until, and you know, when you're watching it on the streaming now, a lot of times, sometimes it's like previously on Lost, or other times, and even then too, if you missed that previously, you're gonna be back again confused.
Yeah, you can't skip episodes.
Yeah,
you can't.
So
bounce
what is
around.
her name? The last time I watched, Sun had got hit. She got hit in the head, and then by somebody.
Yeah,
and we're trying to figure out who the somebody is that hit her. And then when I watched it again, the girl who had the baby with the blonde hair, she was kind of Claire. She was like tweaking a little bit, like I think because she like kept feeling like there was a secret lab or laboratory on the island. That's where I left off.
Okay.
You're laughing because you know something. You laughing because you know something.
Honestly, I forgot more about Lost than I know about Lost.
Okay. Oh, got you right. Then as I'm bringing it back, is it coming like, oh yeah, I remember.
It's in there somewhere. Okay.
But I love a good series. Like anything plus, like that's why I hate like Netflix. They keep doing these one season shows
plus?
Like 20 plus seasons.
Oh, you like that? That's why you like Survivor.
I like it because I like it in the long episodes. Don't leave me with 6 episodes, 7, 8, especially if the plot is still something that we can work with. Like, golly, Yellow Jackets, what y'all playing? Like, what you mean? Yeah. We only get one more season. What you mean?
But you said Lost is too many episodes.
No. I know. I said Lost is long.
Yeah,
Like it's
but you
long.
like
Like
it.
you have to lock in. Oh, I still love it. That's what I like about it because even if I didn't finish it yet, eventually I'm gonna go back again, and I still have the whole plus seasons to come.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when I was locked in with Blind Manor, and there was only one season.
What show is that?
Oh, it's a Halloween thing. So it's the haunting at Blind Manor.
Okay.
And then they have a spinoff called The Haunting at Hill House, but Blind Manor is a more like fire one that's on Netflix. The Haunting at Hill House is also on Netflix too, but kind of like same concept, different scenarios. It's really good.
Okay.
You need to watch it if y'all into like scary stuff.
Tell me about going back to Survivor 49.
Oh, yes.
They do the chant, the Hina chant.
Yes.
And people don't like it. They really hate it. It really makes them mad.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think that the people who are losing will always be mad. Like, if you're not, and it's not saying second place isn't winning, but you already know you get the big tarp, second place gets the little tarp. It's just enough tarp, but you're still gonna get wet a little bit when it rains. Like, and while you're getting wet, you're gonna be thinking that big tarp would have hit, and then the winning team come in talking about, oh, I slept well, we slept good, and the losing Kelly, they're like, well, we were rained on because in our situation, we were the winning first place team, but it went back and forth between us and Siva. But at the end of the day, original Loggy and even post second Loggy was really eating on the game. Vula, we saw that was trash. Nothing against nothing, but Vula was losing the games. There's always one team that's unfortunately the sad football, and you feel so bad for them, but you're like, dang, y'all gotta fight. And then eventually there's no fight left. So you are literally losing. You're on your last, and here come the winners that's been winning, sleeping good, eating good, talking about Hina, yeah. Come on, let's get the game started already.
Yeah, I was surprised that Savannah really took it to heart. That she was like, "Hey, you know what? We wanted to work with them, but then they start doing this chant every day, and we have to hear it. It's like, yeah, we're of course, like you came at us first with that chant, so now we have to take you all out. They didn't even realize what they're doing."
You already, because they're so locked in with their team. They're right now. They're like, we're winning. We're strong. We're doing all of this. And in the outside looking in, it's the idea of it is cool. You're thinking we're cool because we keep winning. But once again, you've never been to a tribal council, so you don't know where loyalty truly stands until you're sitting in that seat. Because outside of that, you're just so we're winning alpha. Oh yeah, let's go. So now we're chanting. We're yelling, we're screaming, trying to get in your head because you're losing, and it's obviously getting to you.
Star, was anybody chanting in Survivor 48?
Oh, yes. Like the vibe, they'd be like, Loggy, and I'd be like, yeah, Loggy. I was just happy to not go to tribal council. I'm not lying. I was just happy to make it. Because, you tried, but it wasn't really the vibe like that. Like, I would say with Siva, there were more campfire songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rula, it's like real, like they're out there. I feel like if you had to think about like a song for them, it would have been just the little small sad violin for sure.
Yeah,
like that, like in SpongeBob, and then and then for us, it was just like I don't want to say a party because there was no partying going on there. It was definitely cry, tears, and then watching everybody else vibe. But that's for us. It'll just be like like a good. Like elevator music. That's what it is. When you think of that, you think of elevator music.
Yeah, I have a clip of some of the chanting from Survivor 48. Here we go.
Say it with me. Fried chicken and waffles. Fried chicken and waffles. Fried chicken and waffles. Fried chicken and waffles. There's chicken and waffles. They're what you want to eat. That's
See, the thing that's why I like to watch, like, you know how to get down. Like, that's that Libra energy right there. Okay? See, I'm always a good hype man. Like, call me E40. So a good beat, I'm a hit. I would do my part. But I also know that Mary definitely was like, I hated that. I do not like songs. I do not like group chant songs. Like,
but yeah, you know what? The audience didn't really like that.
Yeah, I like they still.
So like, we kind of get where Savannah is
where she's coming from. Where she's coming to this day. To this day, like I still see them like it's better than the fried chicken and waffles shit, and I'm like, y'all, what happened when we were kids? We were always vibing school bus song.
Yeah.
But he had to. I feel like Jeff had to have already had that beat in his head, like okay, because unless he came out of nowhere and he was spitting his bars. He was spitting his bars. Let that man rap.
That was his. My enemies are plotting.
Yes, that okay. His rendition.
I also saw you went to London this summer.
Oh wow, you are on it. Okay, all
We do
right.
our homework.
Yes, it was so fun. When I say
Why
I
did you
had
go to
a time-
London?
Oh, so my best friend, she lives there, but I definitely like not saying I only went for the Harry Potter, but the motivation to hold it down in that cold London time. Like it rains every day. And I haven't seen my best friend like 10 years. We graduated high school crazy in 2015, and then she immediately moved to London. And it's like, wow, you did that many years ago? Oh my gosh, like we just had our reunion. I missed it because I forgot, because sometimes I gotta put it in my calendar, and if I don't put it in my calendar, I say, oh, I'll remember, and then totally forget. So yeah, but no, it was so fun, but it was so cold and it was so rainy, but I spent 4 hours and 35 minutes at the Harry Potter Museum, and when I tell you it was popping, Rob, if you haven't been, you need to go.
Okay, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. I didn't know that there was a Harry Potter museum. I thought that was fake. I thought it was like knew you can go to Universal Studios. I didn't know there was actual Harry Potter stuff you could go do in England.
A shrine. It's a shrine of Harry. Everything Harry Potter, all the different episodes. I mean, all the different movie series, all the way down. They go through the background of who did it. They actually need to make a Survivor Museum. I promise. Oh, but I know the Survivor Cafe, so I guess that also counts too. Because we gotta show love to the people in the back. We gotta show love to the producers too. Like, so that's what I liked about the museum. We got to see who did this.
Here's
who made that.
you on the Harry Potter broom.
Yup, and that was fire. And it moved to like it did like the vibe. It was a real movie. And then after that, like I got to eat. Like I forgot to get my sandwich, but it's cool because I got like a hog maw, and it's like it was like salt, like warm fruit punch with
Butter
marshmallows.
Beer.
Yes, butterbeer.
Yeah.
Butterbeer, and it was hitting. I enjoyed it, but the marshmallows definitely added a little, certain je ne sais quoi that I probably wouldn't have done on my own. But then in the inside of the house where Harry stayed, it was dope. Like it was really, really fun.
It was like the real house where he they made him live under the stairs.
Yes. It had everything. And then you got to see they had Dumbledore, of course they had him behind the glass. I feel you, because everybody's gonna touch it. But it was definitely given. And then they had the mentors, and they would every 30 to an hour they would come and do the performance, and it was just everything was giving. Yeah. Everything was giving. The vibe was vibing. I'm gonna go, and that once again that was a 4-hour tour, but it didn't feel like it. And after a while, like, dang, we've been walking for a lot. There's more, and there sure was more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Also, did you? I'm trying to. I don't even know if I could say this. You said it was very cold in London.
Mm-hmm. Very cold.
Very cold, and another C word.
Ooh, can I read it? Let me see. Cunty?
This might have been what he said.
Cold and cunty. Yes, because the vibe, they don't there's a pub everywhere. Every single street. How I guess on the weekend in the city and our end it's the clubs is open. No, baby, the pubs is open, okay? And you're getting in there, and there's a little side you can play the games, the little game side, but they're just all there vibing, but they're vibing in the coats and the scarves because they're cold too, and everybody's smoking the cigarette.
It was cold?
No, I went in September for my birthday. It's kind of like a little birthday thing for myself. And it was fun. It was really fun. I should have went in the summer. They said it's warmer then. Yeah. But outside of the summer, it's really cold year round. My friend, she's always like, it's raining today. And it literally was raining every day.
Okay, and I know it was your birthday last month. And you, like myself, and like Alex, are Libras.
Libra.
Jeremiah said that he knows exactly how to deal with a Libra on Survivor. Do you feel like did Jeremiah have good advice about dealing with a Libra?
I think so, because he definitely, made him feel comfortable. The sad part about that is I feel like he should have, as a Libra, he trusted too soon. He still should have been I don't, you always have to raise that eyebrow, where is this coming from? But once again, you know the right thing to say. You just gotta build a little conversation to look you in the eye, make you feel good. Ooh, nice shirt, and you might win me over. You might be able to sell something. But I'm always still gonna have that little range. Like, well, what are we really talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Survivor. Now in the streets, you might get me. But on Survivor, oh no, baby, we're gonna have to unpack this a little bit more.
I remember in Survivor that they said that you were a salesperson. You could sell anything.
Oh yeah.
What's the wildest thing you've sold?
See, like I will say, the good thing about me, I wasn't like a snake, because some people, they would be telling people like, yeah, you can get this iPad, this phone, this service, and internet, and all this for $180, and it's like, oh, for real? Yeah, today, and then it's gonna be $475, and you're gonna be so confused calling back. I was told my bill was $180. Yeah, today. So I was like a Robin Hood. I definitely undersold because I really wasn't trying to steal people's pockets. And I think that's the good thing of me. I really am a people's person. So I'd be like, okay, it's the same kind, because everything is the same kind of system. It just runs a little slower, a little faster than the other. But even then, not really. It's really like, I'm a little bit of a tech nerd now. So because like everything really is the same. Like these blue shades and these green shades, the Ray-Bans, are we trying to hide the sun? Yeah, it looks good, but we talking pricing. So for example, you're trying to get the iPhone. Okay, cool. Why spend low on the 128 when eventually you're gonna have to pay for storage? So you might as well level up. Go ahead and get the 500 because you already running out of storage on the 128. So why spend money on another 128 when you might as well just level up, because eventually Apple's gonna ask you to pay for storage. And then it's gonna tell you your memory's full, and then you can they'll let you even take the pictures like a little bit. But as soon as you're in your best concert, ready to pull your phone out, you're gonna get that little gray thing that says storage full, and it's over. I know I run through phones like crazy. Like I just got a new phone, and my sunlight already has a hole in my protective screen. So I'm like, yeah, you barely gonna make it. And with the software thing, I don't even know if my stuff might blow up.
Yeah. Star, I'm telling you, these new phones, and I got a new phone, and spent all this money, and I have to say that wow, it's like at least 2% better than my old phone.
Like, yeah,
that was like 3 years old.
It's like Monday on a Monday. Like it's thank you, and then that's why I said the 17, 18. Yeah, y'all listen.
What are we even doing?
Like, and then I had to get the terabyte.
Can I say something? And don't take offense to this. Like, I mean, it's giving new era. Like, the numbers are going up, but it's the same thing.
It is, yeah. Yeah, he tried to switch it up, but no.
No more iPhone themes.
Yeah,
it's now, this is iPhone 17,
same
iPhone
color,
18,
same vibe.
iPhone 19, 3 tribes.
We put it all together.
It's got 3 buttons.
Yeah, the 2 tribe thing was pretty good, I say. But I think we should have started with 2
Bring back the flip phone.
Yeah. Oh, facts. Bring back the. I think somebody said the lovers, the family and friends.
Yeah,
the loved ones. We need to bring that back too, because that's what it brings people together. I love to see the tears when you miss your mama because you ain't seen them in forever, and that's your best friend. That's what I love about it. Bring back the hidden, the real hidden items.
And really, and the thing that ties it all together, they used to give them like a flip phone and say like, press play to see the video.
The videos,
of your loved ones. Like, hey,
we lost the plot. I will say, because I'm not mad that we didn't get chickens on my season, because I'm not. But I definitely was looking forward to a car. Like, if you don't win $1 million on Old Survivor, at least you got a car. Like, that's what I was ready to do.
No, there was a car curse. You get the car, you don't get the $1 million.
That is true. But I was here for it. I was here for it. Like, I was really hoping, and now we were on the season, so I feel Sophie E, because what do you mean? I was expecting the cake or the auction where I can try to auction off some cake, and you showing me a fruit basket. I was expecting a 2025 Dodge Ram, and you giving me fruit. Now I'm mad. I'll eat the fruit, but I'm still mad. Ringing chicken. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Star, I had so much fun getting to talk to you today. I think you're so much fun and you have so much energy. I don't know how you didn't lose your voice talking to me today.
Oh, listen, that's why I'm like, I'm telling you, you're good thing your kids are older now because like my son, he with daycare is like is patient zero. Okay, like sick, not sick, sick. We heal you, back sick again. So me and him, I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, you always fight, you always win the fight when it comes to the cold. And then it's me, and he comes home, and then he gets me sick, and then he's sick, and we're both running noses. So I'm just glad that we were able to lock in without me coughing or going H, like, because it's been a battle. I'm telling you, these kids are patient zeros.
Yeah, I know that my kids are older there, but they're not getting sick all the time like when they were younger.
Yes.
How about is your wife as much energy as you, or is there like a counterbalance?
Oh nah. We like I would say I'm like I'm definitely the 0 to 100 for sure. But we definitely sometimes I tell her I can't keep up with you, girl. Like we're like
really?
We are both like a good time. Like it's a good like we feed off of each other and the energy feeds off of each other. Like we be. So like even my like we be in here and then we're all turning up and he's yelling too, like crazy work. Yeah. It's a good time. Like we definitely be. You can't wait to meet her one day.
No, I think she was at when I met you in person. When we went to the premiere for your event, right?
In
She
New York?
was right. She was there.
Yes. And
you had the baby
that was
too,
subtle
right?
because I know she was like starstruck and seeing everybody, and so like just trying to take in the moment because she definitely is good at the taking in the moment. But I would say for me, I was like every time there's an event or something good like that, I'm already at the end and I'm like, dang, I just don't want the moment to end, but I just appreciate it in that moment.
That was such a wild day, and it was weird. I got to meet so many of you all before the season started. Where it's like I used to go to the finale and meet everybody after the show, and now it's like I almost never see anybody after the show. I see them I got to meet everybody like before the season started.
Yeah,
and we were all like there was like 40 survivors in one tiny room.
That is fact, and we were like, and it was like a good vibe. I remember I'm playing. I'm like, oh wait, is that Tony? I walk. I'm like, oh Sandra, and like once again, I know I still think I'm me, as in Star from before Survivor. So when I'm like the fan first, player second, okay, so I won't fangirl. Like I remember my wife was like, what are you doing to Beyonce? Girl, stop playing. So I'm like, Sandra.
And the survivors were just like devouring whatever. Like there was like maybe like some cookies, and there was like warm sodas. It was just like went through everything.
I would go and come back looking for water, and I can't find anything because I'm like, what's going on?
It was like hot because there's like a million survivors in one room. It's like,
and there was
anything
tagged.
to drink?
That was good. That was it.
We've got some room temperature Diet Coke. Fine.
Yes. Did they do that this season for 49?
No, only for you all.
Dang, yes, but I feel special. Shout out to that. That was a vibe. That was really fun.
Yeah, they did like an influencer survivor thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
On Twitter X, I seen that.
Yeah, they showed that. Okay. All right, Star, where can people check out everything you're doing?
Oh, you definitely, if you're not already following, baby, what are you doing? Star Toomey, everything. Star Toomey on Instagram. Star Toomey on Twitter X. Star Toomey on TikTok. Now, Star Toomey on TikTok, you'll see 2. So you might have to put an extra Y if it's not popping up.
What do you put on TikTok?
Well, usually my wife calls me a ghost poster because I usually watch this like the stuff that I'm watching. So like you'll see a lot of you'll see a lot of Vampire Diaries, you'll see a lot of anything good. Like I'm always locked into a TV show, movie. Let me know, and you can actually send me recommendations because I'm always down for that. And I'm just watching it, and then sometimes I'll talk about it, or I'll just watch it kind of to like play it over, or just let you know why aren't you watching this? This is it right here. Like everything's giving. Like I would never put you on to nothing bad. Because I know I'm a movie TV connoisseur. I know what I'm doing, Rob.
Yeah, I love that. That's so fun.
So yeah, Star Toomey everything.
Okay. All right. Well, Star, I hope I get the chance to see you again in person.
I hope so. Don't worry because like I don't, everybody knows we watching 49, but we locked in for 50, my people. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I know you have 3 people from Survivor 48 on season 50. Is there anybody else you're excited to see?
Yeah, I'm like, that right there was already a interesting day on Twitter X in itself. I honestly was, for the first time, I was happy. My name was not anywhere near Survivor because that, like, I feel them. You want to see the old school era. You want to see the new people too, for sure. But it's like, if it's in the hands of the fans, let the fans choose who they want to see. But I mean, it's so crazy. Everybody's scheduling and this and that and the other. But was I looking forward to seeing Jerry? Definitely was hoping that Jerry was going to be there. Unfortunately, there's still some great, good people on Survivor that I'm loving and can't wait to see. We already saw Sari when she was up in Australia, but we're going to see her again. And that's who I'm excited for. Definitely happy. Like Camilla, girl, that my girl got another time to go back again and do it again. Now I know there's some sneaks that that some 49 had had some folks too, but I know Riz. So I'm like, okay, if Riz is there, that means he had to play a good game here. So I'm watching and ready to see how he transfers over to Survivor 50.
Okay, we'll see. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. For the patrons, I'll be live on Friday doing the patron Q&A. And then we got a really good one. Sydney from Survivor Co Wrong is going to join me.
Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I was there. Just have me on some flying to watch. I just want to watch. I'll watch it when it comes
All right,
out.
check it out on RHAP and the YouTube channel and the podcast too. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.